Hey everyone, let's talk about an often forgotten aspect of the Black Series. This is the Centerpiece series. So there were 4 of these released. We had Luke Skywalker, Rey, and Kylo as alternate options. And what these were basically diorama bases with statues, but this was kind of a flop. Like, these were available at under retail for quite a while. I think just recently they stopped being available, but I still was able to find this for about $40 on eBay. It has a little light up feature here. But weirdly, the figure that comes with this is a statue, so there's no articulation here. The paint detail is quite nice, and I love the plastic sculpted pieces here, but I think the problem was you were selling statues to action figure collectors, and the main difference, of course, is the articulation. He also has these pegs sticking out of his feet that are not removable, so you don't even get to really choose where you put this on your shelf. And one of the main things that attracts people to action figures is the sense of creativity and control that you get with your figures. So here is what this would have looked like if it came with a Black Series figure. So this is the new Darth Vader from the Kenobi series line. You can see obviously the sculpted detail in the cloaks is not there, but the scale is pretty much the same, so they got that right. And this does look okay when you have some other figures around it. But yeah, I think that was just like a missing piece. Like, I almost think these diorama bases would have sold better if they didn't come with the figure and were just at a little bit lower of a price point, because again, it's just kind of missing the mark on your audience. So they come with these pegs because this is really meant to be, as it states in the title, a centerpiece. So these fit into the peg holes in the feet of the stormtroopers. In the box, these were designed for the older troopers, but it was nice to see that these do fit. They're a little bit tricky to get in that way, but if you put them into the base first and then kind of like plug in the stormtrooper foot, it actually fits quite nice. My legs are all wonky here, so let's get that posed up properly. Once you do start adding figures, you do kind of start getting that action figure display feel. Like, it stops feeling like a sideshow statue and starts feeling a little bit more appropriate in your collection. I think one of the other issues with this is that it was so scene specific, especially with the posed figure in the middle, that you didn't really have as much freedom and flexibility and creativity as you do with regular action figures. So if this had come with an articulated Darth Vader, we could have built out a ton of different ideas and scenes using this diorama piece, but because of his pose, you really are kind of just like stuck putting a couple stormtroopers behind him, maybe some rebels in front. It's exactly what it shows on the box. And the figures don't come holding their weapons, and the ships don't come with the figures in the cockpit, because that's kind of like the joy of bringing it home, is like getting those guns into those hands or getting those characters into those ships. There's just like a little spark of something that happens when you are the one to do that, and toy manufacturers really know this. That's why a lot of things are packaged the way that they are, that moment of connecting to the piece that you bought through the avatar of the figure. I mean, the original Star Wars figures were actually just meant as accessories for the vehicles, because once a kid puts that Han Solo figure into the Millennium Falcon cockpit, they connect to the toy in a really unique way. So when you get a playset like, let's say, a vintage collection, Navarro Cantina, or even a ship, you just feel like you have limitless possibilities in the play features of that. Even if you're just an adult collector going to be displaying it on your shelf, you still need that connection, or else you just have a statue. So as someone that's been designing dioramas and playsets for the Black Series for the past 2 years for my Patreon, this is just something that I think a lot about. What is going to get someone excited about something? And I found that even like play features, even if it's not something that an adult collector is going to actually use, just knowing that they're there, knowing that you have that possibility, adds a lot of fun. So here's what my shelf looks like with my Jabba's Palace area replaced by this scene. So I've just been theorizing here, so I'm really interested to hear from you guys in the comments below what you think about this series, if you purchased them, and please leave a like and subscribe for more Black Series content, and I'll see you guys all next time.